Home sweet home for Whitecaps FC as they get set for today's match in digs that are much more comfortable than they were 38 years ago today. Yes, it's an anniversary of sorts here as the Whitecaps played their first ever game on this date 38 years ago against the same competition, the San Jose Earthquakes, although that game was at Empire Stadium.
Le Toux wide right, and Omar Salgado had such a good game against Edmonton with a couple of setups there. Got a couple of goals in each of his last two games. He and Wondolowski, as we mentioned, a great pair up top.
And we are underway here at BC Place. Craig McEwen, Paul Dolan in the broadcast booth. Scott Rintoul down on the sidelines.
Earning a corner kick from that effort.
Camilo sends that back post. Bonjour tries to bring it down. Unable to do so. To run it wide, Lee. Lenhart wide open at the top of the box. The marking not quite right there, but a nice block. And here comes the Caps looking to counter. Omar Salgado cutting through the defense like a butter through knife. Shot on goal, Bush to save, but what a run from Omar Salgado.
Excellent work from the young rookie down the left flank. I say rookie, did play a couple of games last year, but really getting a chance to shine here in a starting role. And not just the speed, but the evasiveness to get through a couple of players there. No white jerseys in support there. And that, from that angle, was never really going to test the veteran goalkeeper.
Back to Morrow, who finds Corrales. Wondolowski. Lenhart is offside. And when you look at the goals against league leaders, don't get caught shutting down off the throw in here. A good 1-2, Camilo and Sebastien Le Toux down the right-hand side to Camilo. His first touch. Just a snick too long, and he's called for a foul, but nice interplay down the right-hand side.
Very good. Good pass from Sebastien Le Toux into an area that Camilo is charging into. And oftentimes this year we've said that perhaps the Whitecaps should take a touch, but that was a terrific ball in from Le Toux. In the end here, Camilo with a little shove in the back.
Badischer. Cronin. Morrow. Corrales. Lenhart. Dawkins. Wondolowski. This is promising. Dawkins. Joe Cannon. Made it look easy, but some impressive build-up from the Quakes.
And they made it look easy. Excellent one-touch soccer here. Very comfortable on this surface. That's two-touch from Wondolowski right into the path of the former Spurs player Simon Dawkins. And he stretches the former Earthquake, Joe Cannon, who makes his first save of the game.
Battle in the midfield as it falls to Chavez. Walks it back. Chavez steps inside. Back post. Wondolowski wide open. Chris Wondolowski has scored again. San Jose up 1-0.
Chris Wondolowski cannot stop scoring goals. We talked about the service from wide areas. Beautiful ball, left-footed ball from Chavez as he cuts in. And Wondolowski, how he peels off the back shoulder there and finds himself so open behind YP Lee. Poor marking from the Whitecaps. Wondolowski doing what he does best, knocking it by in the near post of Joe Cannon. Awesome opportunities like the one that just missed there from Watson.
Morrow straight through Camilo. A hard challenge there. The Brazilian up quickly. Hernandez, Badischer. Dawkins. Chavez. He'll have a go, and it goes off Davidson down to the end line for a corner, and we go down to the field of Scott Rintoul. Takes the corner kick. it away, but San Jose wins the knockdown. Beitashour sending it in. Lenhart up with Demeritte. Demeritte wins that challenge and a foul. Lee's up to take this free kick. Sends it in. Alain Rochat just nods it wide. Better set piece there, but unfortunately, nothing comes of it.
And it's all down to the delivery. Drilled in ball here. Well risen by Alain Rochat. Just glances that header wide as he finds an opening. A beautiful, normally shy away from. And that leads to a lot of loose balls for Wondolowski and some for himself as well.
Salgado picks up a loose ball, running at Beitashour. He's by him. Chavez giving chase, and referee Penso sensing no advantage there. He's called a foul.
Well done to the official there, as Salgado not going to the ground, but definitely fouled here. Good that Salgado not
steps up to take this. Runners advance forward, whipped in nicely, and the Caps have tied it. Gershon Kofi has made it 1-1.
All about the service here from Camilo. Whips in this ball, and Gershon Kofi with a redirection ties this game. Good run in, good aggressive effort there for Martin Bonjour to take out a couple of Earthquakes with him as well.
Dawkins, Lenhart, flat-footed, couldn't play that to anyone, and Kofi now away to the races. Chavez giving chase. Kofi, Camilo, brilliant vision by Kofi, flowing with confidence now. Le Toux on the right-hand side, sends it in, and that's a touch off Morrow and out for a corner kick. Gershon Kofi is on fire.
Beautiful footwork from the Ghanaian as he picks up the ball here, sidesteps Chavez, who comes in late. And look at the vision here. You mentioned it, Craig, outside of the right foot for Camilo.
Chavez. Hernandez sends it forward, looking for Lenhart. But Martin Bonjour was all over him. And as the halftime whistle blows from Chris Penzo, Chris Wondolowski.
Going clavicle surgery. He had a very good game against the Whitecaps down in San Jose. Very speedy down the wing, as Whitecap fans were used to seeing him.
In the broadcast booth, Scott Rintoul on the sidelines. Gershon Kofi, who scored the Caps' one and only goal, plays in Camilo. Camilo steps inside the box. Bush gathers cleanly, and a good thing he did with Sebastien Le Toux on the doorstep.
And more confidence from Gershon Kofi. Beautiful outside of the foot pass here. Finds Camilo in a spot he loves to be in, cutting in from that left wing. Just didn't get the power behind it to beat John Bush.
Chavez. Dawkins. YP Lee gets a foot in and blocks that attempt from Dawkins. Gershon Kofi, who doesn't seem to give up the ball quite as easily, and he wins a nice ball there in the middle of the park. Something he was good at last year, but it was sometimes possession that held him back at times. But he's got a good possession going here with the Caps. Le Toux on the right-hand side. Sebastien Le Toux to Camilo. Camilo turns. Opara. Camilo! Morrow got a foot in. Kofi! John Bush the save, but Gershon Kofi stepping up and hammering it.
He's been everywhere, Gershon Kofi. Good play from Le Toux there. Well won to keep it alive. Camilo loves to shoot from wherever he can. Kofi does well to keep the head down. And it weren't too much, but an excellent effort from Gershon Kofi.
Demeritte dispossessed. This could be dangerous. Wondolowski with Lenhart running on him. Wondolowski buries his shot into the back of Davidson. Cannon grabbed it cleanly, but almost threw it away. Good thing that Le Toux and Lee, so smart and also very strong. On and off the ball, wins that. Le Toux to Camilo. Pretty little spin, plays in a rushing Le Toux. Down the right-hand side, Le Toux trying to take on Opara, who knocks into the touch for a corner. It'll be the 5th Caps corner, and it all started thanks to YP Lee.
Good defending here from YP Lee. Low center of gravity in his balance. Able to win the ball and start the attack the other way. Good connection there between Camilo and Le Toux. Keeps his run going. First call of duty for Ike Opara against the Chargers.
The run down the right-hand side of Jada Merritt steps up nicely. Le Toux, Camilo finding some space out on the right-hand side. Camilo with players closing in on him, but he continues to dance, and he's brought down by Cronin, and that'll be the first yellow card of the match. So maybe some of Martin Rennie's pleading just as he went in at the tunnel at half has paid off.
That's a sight most MLS defenders don't want to see. Camilo barging down.
Lionel Chat leaves it for Camilo. Bush sure-handed. Grabs it. And the dip just seemed to start a little late.
He's so good at hitting the target, but you're right, Craig, that one is a comfortable height for the goalkeeper. Bush right in front of the goalkeeper is where he wants to.
Right-hand side, Cronin trying to get back to him. Salgado open at the back post. Le Toux tries to pick him out. Just a little too strong. Salgado, though. Cheeky little move by Badershire, and he's hauled down. And then Chavez bumps Penzo, who gives a card to both players. Badershire is going bonkers, and the Caps will have another dangerous set piece.
That's Badershire, who's saying to the referee that he grabbed me first. Well turned there by Omar Salgado. And Badershire holding back the young Texan all the way there. Definite yellow card. No question in favor of the Whitecaps. The free kick and the yellow, and then Chavez, as you mentioned.
Camilo up for the free kick. Salgado. Corrales did well, and now it's Chavez racing forward. 3 Earthquakes coming up to meet him. 2 Caps defenders. Davidson, Bonjour, Chavez. Say it ain't so, Joe. A big stop by Cannon as the action is end-to-end.
Quick counterattack by the Earthquakes as they have numbers going forward. Baca trying to make a 3-on-2 there, and that opens up some space for the curling
championship. Chelsea's 4th in the last 6 years. Le Toux gonna have a run at Corrales. Steps inside Camilo. Deflected awkwardly. John Bush, though, gathers.
Well, the space is opening up for both teams as they go back and forth. Frantic pace here at BC Place. More times than not, that last deflection, that type of thing really fools a goalkeeper, but it slowed down the pace of the ball.
Just out of the reach of Kofi. Dawkins steps inside. Wondolowski turns. Baca whips it in. Thorrington back. Lenhart screaming for a penalty. Thought he might have been pushed down in the box.
So wise to those tricks. As Simon Dawkins will make way for Kari Stevenson, the Jamaican international.
Tim picks out Lee. Lee looks to cross it in. He'll take on Baca. Thorrington. Kofi. Rochat screaming for it. Alain Rochat could step up and hit this. He does, and has won himself a corner. The fans cheering, and we go downstairs to Scott Rintoul. Yes, Wondolowski will be a player that the Caps will have to keep an eye on as the Quakes push forward. Baca on the left side. There is Wondolowski. Wondolowski, a hit. Cannon made a somewhat difficult shot. Looked pretty easy there, stopping that. Those ones that hop right in front of the keeper, very hard to corral sometimes.
That's so
Martin Rennie. I don't think he sat down all afternoon. Chavez. High and wide. Paul Dolan. Scott Rintoul is another San Jose Earthquake player is down on the field. I'm not sure what happened there. Ball is away from the play. The referee Chris Penzo is coming over to have a look.
Yeah, it was definitely behind the play. Didn't see that one either.
And we wonder, as Martin Rennie watches, if we'll see the big man Eric Hassli coming in. And yes, I think Hassli is up on the sidelines right now, getting ready to come into this match. Hassli finally scoring a goal against FC Edmonton on Wednesday night.
Control of the ball, be used as a target man to bring in the other players.
Chavez was hurt away from the play, but he is up on his feet leaving the field, and so is Camilo leaving the field as he comes out. And Eric Hassli will come into this match. You saw he leads the team with 17 shot attempts. And you wonder, with the monkey coming off his back, all sent in by Le Toux. Hassli chips it into the box. Cleared away, but the danger's still there. Vancouver throwing possession to San Jose. Cronin. Wondolowski. Wondolowski in. Cuts it across the front of goal. YP Lee there with Bacca on his backside. Dangerous play, but it looks like the Caps have gotten out of that pickle. But here comes the Quakes again, pushing forward. Corrales sends it in. Cumiento, though. I think you had to see this yellow card coming for some of the challenges on Lenhart, as Davidson will go in the book.
Not really a yellow card foul.
Cronin looking for Lenhart. Back come the Caps. Kofi to Hassli, who is onside. Eric Hassli takes a touch. Eric Hassli tried to go near post and missed the target. What an opportunity for the Caps.
Was it the right decision? Well, we'll have another look here. Gershon Kofi with a great through ball. Hassli on the angle, had John Thornton making the run on the inside. And he slashes a shot wide here.
And it's Demerit. Davidson to Kofi. Maybe time for one more push from the home side. Cumiento to Hassli. Yes, Eric Hassli's onside. It's in the back of the net. Vive la France! Eric Hassli has scored in stoppage time.
Moments ago, has the confidence, the belief, it takes the responsibility to put that one by John Bush. Good ball forward from Cumiento. Unlucky bounce there for the Quakes. Hassli lines it up. Looks like it takes a deflection off Icapera.
No mistake there from Eric Hassli, as referee Chris Penzo has blown it dead. What a victory for the Vancouver Whitecaps as Eric Hassli scores for the second straight game. He got one in Edmonton, but this one is even bigger.